One of the most underrated tier 2, tier 1 cryptos is Cronos. So we're going to talk about why it's one of the most underrated cryptos. And my price prediction is fairly high for Cronos. So we're going to talk about that. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but let's go straight over it. So right now we have Cronos priced at 9 cents. That's very, very good. Cronos right now is ranked number 46. So it's pretty good on the ranking. The market cap's fairly decent as well, $2.395 billion, pretty much $2.4 billion inside of market cap. Fully diluted value, $2.7 billion. Trading volume, $9 million. We have a lot of money right now inside of Cronos. Cronos is doing fairly good. And if you look at the prices, it's only up 16.9% inside of the last year, which means it hasn't really benefited from the recent bull market. We are in a bull market right now, and everything has kind of been going up a lot. Cronos is up 16.9% in the last year, whereas Bitcoin is up 10.5% in the last 7 days, and Bitcoin at 119% in the last year. And the reason why I mention this is because typically what happens in the beginning of a bull market, Bitcoin just takes off ahead of everything. But then that money slowly but surely sells out of Bitcoin and it flows into tier 1 cryptos and tier 2 cryptos. And that's where Cronos comes in. Cronos, I would consider a tier 2 crypto since it's ranked number 46. But the fact of the matter is the money is now going to have to flow out of Bitcoin as it reaches its all-time high. Bitcoin's all-time high, $69,000. We're at $52,000. And the big thing here with Cronos is all the way down at 9 cents, and its all-time high is at 96 cents. So at the bare minimum for this bull market, a dollar is going to be reached at the bare minimum. That's already a 10x from where we're at right now. So the important thing, and actually is a little bit more than 10x, right? If you want to think about 9 cents, it's a little bit more than a 10x. I would say give or take it about 11x, but let's just say 10x and round it up, right? But anyways, this is very, very interesting because as the money flows out of Bitcoin, it'll flow into stuff like Cronos. And Cronos hasn't got its big time to shine. It hasn't got the big time to shine yet. And as you can see, it's still fairly low. Cronos' all-time low was at 1 cent. We're at 9 cents. We are so close to the all-time low for Cronos that it's not even funny right now. I've bought some Cronos recently, and I'm gonna keep buying more and more and more, and I'm gonna keep going. All right. I think 100,000 Cronos is looking good. That's what I want to shoot for. I don't have 100,000 Cronos. I'm going to be honest. I don't have 100,000 Cronos. Right? But I want to shoot for 100,000 because 100,000 Cronos, my prediction is going to be $3. I'll explain to you why I believe $3. That'll be around 76 million or $76 billion in market cap. We'll talk about why. But first, let's do 100,000 Cronos coins times $3. We already know. This is huge. $300,000. 100,000 Cronos right now is not that much money. Well, it is a lot of money. It's $10,000. But going from $10,000 to $300,000 is a lot of money. That's a 30x. We're talking about a 30x right here. That's a lot of money. So let's talk about how Cronos could possibly get up there. Now, the Cronos ecosystem is doing very, very, very well. One of the biggest ones here that I really like is Fulcrum. Not one of the biggest, but it's one of the best that I like personally. Fulcrum is doing pretty good on a Cronos. The fully diluted value at $187 million, and on the market cap at $16 million. That's a lot. And actually, this is like a tier 3 crypto right now. This is like what people talk about when they say you want to get in something at the very bottom. Fulcrum is literally that, and it has not had any benefits from the bull market yet, but it has a huge ecosystem. It's doing really well on Cronos. A lot of people are talking about Fulcrum. I think you should definitely look into it. Now, traded on here, 1.2 billion inside a total trading volume here with Fulcrum. That's a lot of money. Total staking volume, 8.92 million. So a lot of money is being transacted with Fulcrum through Cronos. Now, if you also want to look at Fulcrum on here, it's doing pretty good. A lot of people are starting to find out about Fulcrum. And then on top of that, the Twitter community for Fulcrum is also very, very, very big. It's very vast. Definitely want to check that out if you haven't yet. And then Cronos itself. If we want to look at what Cronos is doing, 1.5 million holders inside of Cronos. So there's a lot of people getting into Cronos as we speak. So Cronos is doing very good. And as a Twitter community, on Twitter, it's been doing very well as well. And, 1 billion right here, that's a lot inside trading volume just through Fulcrum. So this is pretty good. Cronos has been doing a lot of different ecosystem updates. I'm going to make a whole video about that. This isn't really a video talking about the ecosystem updates. We're really just talking about the price prediction for Cronos. Now, I'll also do a Fulcrum video. I think Fulcrum is going to do very, very well in this next bull market. A lot of people are going to miss out on Fulcrum, but we'll talk about it. But not in this video. But anyways, moving on from this, we're going to really talk about the price predictions here for Cronos. Because like I said, Cronos, $3 price prediction, that's huge. That's a 30x from where we're at right now. A little bit higher than a 30x, but give or take, it's about a 30x. So what I really want to show here with Cronos is this price prediction. Now, I kind of did a little bit of a price prediction earlier, but we're going to do this again. And I usually like doing total supply rather than circulating supply. But we're going to do circulating supply. Because remember, there's a lot of money tied up in Cronos with the staking and stuff like that. So we just want to look at what's circulating. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the coins and we're going to multiply it first by our current price, just to show you that this math is 100% correct. So if you take the current circulating supply and multiply it by the current price, what do you get? You get the current market cap, which you see is pretty accurate. 2.397 billion. Over here, 2.395 billion. Well, if you think about it, CoinGecko isn't updated like all the time, but like the current market cap for Cronos, now you see the price just went up, but then I'd have to refresh it, so then the market cap here goes up. But anyways, you get the drift here. We got about $2.397 billion inside of Cronos, which is pretty much 2.4 billion. Now, let's check out where we would be if we up that market cap. So let's go ahead and take that circulating supply. Let's just do a modest thing here. Let's multiply it. Obviously, if we multiply it by a dollar, anything by one is itself. $26.5 billion market cap. Cronos has gotten pretty much up there before. Cronos has gotten all the way up to this level here, which was that's actually when we had Cronos almost at $1. Remember that? Cronos almost hit $1. It was at 96 cents. Almost hit $1 2 years ago, 2021. Almost 96 cents. So that was a pretty good run up that Cronos had. And you see how fast it ran up too. Like it almost gave nobody time to really hone in on it. Like it went from 20 cents October 23rd to October 24th at its all-time high at 96 cents. In 1 month, Cronos went from 20 cents to 96 cents in 1 month. And that's pretty big. Inside of 1 month, let's just say 0.0 or 0.96 divided by 0.20. That's a 4.8x inside of 1 month. All right. That is a lot. That's 480% inside of a single month. So that's the type of numbers that Cronos is capable of just in 1 month. Now, let's talk about some more predictions here. Let's go ahead and take this right here, which is our current circulating supply. And let's multiply that by the $3 that we're predicting here. $79 billion in market cap. Remember at the peak, Dogecoin got up to like 90 billion. If Dogecoin can do it, I know Cronos can. All right. And not only that, Cronos has so much more use cases than Dogecoin. Cronos literally is tied to crypto.com. Who's promoting on CoinGecko all the time? Usually it's Cronos, but right now Kraken has the top spot for the sponsor. But usually it is Cronos. Like Cronos is always promoting all over the place. CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, crypto.com is always promoting, but it's pretty much the same thing. But anyways, crypto.com, they're the coin of the Cronos is the coin of crypto.com. So they're always talking about Cronos, right? Now, another thing that we can talk about is what if it gets higher than $3? Like $3, that's like my modest prediction for Cronos at the peak. $3, it's modest. But what if we were able to do more than $3? Now, let's just kind of get outrageous with it. $79 billion market cap, I think, is the average of what we will achieve inside of this next bull market. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. This is just what I believe personally. I personally believe we can get to $79.6 billion in market cap. But let's just say we take this and we multiply it by 5. $132 billion market cap. Let's just say you have 100,000 Cronos currently, which is about 90,000, or which is about $9,000. 100,000 Cronos is $9,000 right now. Let's just say we multiply that by 5. That's $500,000 off of $9,000. You see where I'm going with this. Now, let's do the last one here. $10. All right. If we get the $10, that's 265 billion in market cap. Obviously, that's going to be a little bit of time before we get there because Ethereum itself is only at 335 billion right now. So we're not going to really look at $10 Chronos right now. That's why I want to focus more so on a $3 Chronos because it's more realistic. And that's just multiplying our current supply by 3, 79.6 billion in market cap. Let's just say at the peak of the bull market, we can definitely do that. At the peak of the bull market, we can definitely do that. If you think about how big Binance is, like Binance.com compared to Crypto.com, they're really neck and neck right now. Binance is obviously bigger, but Crypto.com is catching up. Binance right now at its bottom nearly is 55.6 billion inside of market cap. I think Cronos can get up there. All right. I think Cronos can do it. I have faith in Cronos. I'm going to keep buying more Cronos. I'm going to keep holding it. Now that we know about our price predictions, the $3, let's kind of look at some technical analysis for the short term. And I'll do a whole nother video on it. But typically, you just want to take from the swing low down here all the way down here. That's the low from the most recent point. If you look from all the way back here, the most recent low that we had was all the way back there. So you want to take the most recent low to the most recent high. This is only going to do like a little short-term little analysis here. But you get the drift. It's pretty easy to do a Fibonacci like that. And yeah, we're nearly rising up above this resistance here. Now, with my technical indicators here with Chart Prime, I like to look at these because typically whenever we pass the momentum wave band, we pass it, we go all the way up, and then we level out. And then eventually the bottom of the momentum wave band meets us somewhere around here. So I think Cronos is going to have a pullback. It's probably going to pull back a little bit more. Me personally, I think it could go back to 7 cents before we continue to rise. If you also look over here on the RSI, we've kind of crossed here and went sideways a little while on the RSI. What I believe is going to happen here is the RSI is going to continue to drop a little bit, causing the price of Cronos to drop, possibly down to 0.085 or down to 0.076. One of these two levels, we're going to hit that, and then we're probably going to continue to rise from there. That's my prediction here with Cronos. We can do more technical analysis video if you want. Let me know inside the comment section if you want me to do a whole video on a technical analysis for Cronos for the short term, the midterm, and the long term. So let me know. This is just kind of a short-term analysis. But anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the link in the description if you want the Chart Prime automated indicators. I use these indicators all the time. Tells you when to buy, tells you when to sell. Very, very, very simple. So anyways, this is all I got for you all today. And as always, I'll be back with another video.